Okay, everybody. Well, some of you probably remember back in the start of 2018, I had made a video about how the front door that we had was pretty bad and did not insulate well. I'll throw a link to that video in the video description below so you can check it out if you want. And but as you can see, it has since been replaced. And let me tell you, this new door that we have is so much better than the original front door which we had. Regardless of whether or not if you check out the video, you may remember at some point we had an issue where what was it? There was a problem where we had like severe air leakage on the top and along the middle here, and some of you may remember it got so bad to the point where there was actually frost building on this part of the door because of the air leakage that was here. And we had this thing, we had some masking tape put on, and then we had some towels put along the bottom here, and we also had did we have no we don't have anything on top, and then eventually some guy did come by and make some adjustments and fix it, but just that door itself just really it didn't feel good, solid, like it was doing anything, you know what I'm saying? And just let me tell you, this front door has made a world of a difference. First of all, you can tell kind of like the Long Island house front door. This has windows now, which is really nice. It would have been nice to have windows that went a little bit longer, like that front door did. The only problem was the only front door that really had that were just the flat, the flat panel plain front doors. And I like plain flat doors like the Long Island house had. But my mom's not really a big fan of that, so we went with these. But luckily, my folks, they wanted my input on it. They wanted my opinions. So one of the things I told them was, let's try to get windows that don't have any curves on them, because I do not like windows with curves on them. I never did. Can say that for the foyer window up there, as you can see. But regardless, so we're like, okay, so let's look for something that has rectangular windows. And so we got that, and we also wanted, even though my mom likes raised panel doors, I was like, what if you get something that just isn't so fancy, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of on the simpler side with that. And let me say that again. That's exactly what we got. As you can see on the raised panels, they're simple rectangles, like, rectangles here, there, nice and simple, nothing fancy, no crazy curves, like I said before. And honestly, I think this front door is great. It really does insulate well. I can tell you it's, I should have got my thermometer, but I don't have it on me at the moment. The door doesn't feel, cold to the touch or anything, so that's definitely some good insulation right there. And kind of like the previous front door, this is a fiberglass door. The one at the Long Island house was metal. I think it was steel, if I'm not mistaken, or yeah, something like that. And what was nice was, if you remember, I could fit those Merry Christmas letters on there, which unfortunately I can't do on this door because it's not, or in the previous one because they're not metal. But I can use the garage door, as you can see. And they said the metal doors really don't insulate as well as the fiberglass ones. Some of you guys, and do you guys agree with that? I guess we'll find out. But anyway, it also, what was it? We also, my mom thought about a wood door, but I was like, well, no, because wood doors you have to occasionally repaint every now and then, and especially on the outside part of the door, that's just more maintenance you got to do, more work, this and that. So I was like, no, don't do that. And the color of the door is white, like the old one was, and I'm glad we stuck with that, because at first my mom wanted to get like a dark wood door, but I was like, oh no, because I mean, look what you have here. You have the white things here and everything, and that would just darken this area a little bit, and just, it's not very fitting. And plus the white from the outside, I'll show you in a little bit, is just the best color to go with. So we went with white, and really it came out great. Let me just go ahead and show you the outside. Let me just get my shoes on here, because it is raining today. And I meant to say, we were able to fit the old door, oh my gosh, we were able to fit the old door hardware on here. So this comes from the previous door that we had, which is good. And they did a mostly good job putting this on, but if you notice right here, look at this. See how that handle's like crooked here like that? Yeah, it's got to be fixed. You can't leave it like that. You can see how it's more set correctly with this one here. Yeah, definitely got to get that fixed though. All right, so let's go outside. You can see from the outside. Now, unfortunately, I can't really go too far past the stoop here because it's I don't want the camera getting wet. So, yeah, you can see though we still have the same light fixtures and everything. And these wreaths will be coming down, probably in a couple of days. But like, I also wanted to give these wreaths here because maybe you can see from the inside. I'll show it to you again if need be. How the what do you call it? How the top of the door was still completely sealed where it should be when the door was closed and the wreath hangers are in place. So that's another good thing about it. And yeah, same hardware as before. And just like from the outside, seeing the door with the windows is really nice. And of course, it gives us a little bit more, what do you call it, lighting in the foyer, which is really nice. And yeah, like I said, the insulation on this door is much better than it used to be because kind of around this time, it was simpler temperature. Simpler. Let me say it again. It was similar temperatures outside, and it got to be about maybe I'd say in the teens outside, and like this door, okay, it was, rather let me say, the gas bill for the heating, it was around like $550. I am not kidding, okay? And then when we got this new door in place and everything, we had the same cold temperatures, and it was windy too, mind you. The gas bill was down to like $230. So there's approximately a $300 difference there, which is very significant. So this door really is doing a great job, and we do have the same a doorbell, as you can see here. Let me just open the door and you can hear it. Let's see. You hear that, hopefully? And it's a nice, simple chime box. Nothing, electrical and things like that. Nice, simple chime box. That's exactly what I like. And yeah, like I said, just when you close this door, you can just feel like it feels so much more, what's the word, solid or secure. You know what I'm saying? It really feels much better when you close it. It has a much better feeling to it. It honestly really does. And just the fact, like I had said, when we were in, how much different the gas bill was with this new front door. All right. The other difference too was, I guess you saw enough of the outside. The other difference too was that this. Let me just close this for a second. That just feels so nice. The other thing was the. Oh man, what the heck was it? Yeah. Well, we had a couple of very windy nights. I'd say maybe a couple of months ago. The store's been up since October, I meant to say. There you go. A couple of months ago when we had some very windy nights, it didn't feel like a wind tunnel in here anymore. You know what I'm saying? It actually felt like a warm, comfortable foyer. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't have any, what was it? Frost on the door, feeling cold breezes below there. No, this door really. And even though it has windows, the windows are insulated very well. This door has really just made a fantastic difference. And just so glad that we finally got a new one. And it looks great. And yes, I know it is a double front door, and people have said, double front doors tend to have a little bit less, sealing ability than the single ones. And you're not wrong. That definitely is true. But like when everything is installed correctly and just done really well, it makes a world of a difference. And this front door is just so much better in so many ways than the previous one. And if you want, you can check the video description to see the old front door if you'd like. All right, guys, there you go. So you got a nice a shot of the front door, and I got to take those up arrow stickers off. Don't need those on there anymore. But yeah, like I said, this door looks better, does better, and is really much better for the house overall. Thank you very much for watching, and take care.